Old toilet systems used to have an overflow pipe which actually led out of the building, so it was quite easy to detect if there was a leak. However, with the new modern systems, they actually overflow into the toilet, so it's not as easy to pick up a leak. Best thing to do is to have a look into your toilet, make sure you haven't flushed it recently, and if you can see water dribbling down the bottom, down the back, then you know you have got a leak. This is the easiest type of leak to fix. First of all, remove the cistern lid. Check your float. This is linked to the inlet valve and controls the level of the water in the cistern. If you have a leak, the water level could be too high. To find out, lift the float slightly and gently. If the water stops, then you know this is the cause of the leak. In which case, all you need to do is to get the float to close the inlet valve at a lower water level. If your toilet is fitted with a ball float that doesn't have a screw adjustment, then gently bend the arm downwards, which will allow the water cut-off valve to operate earlier. One of the reasons why there could be water dripping inside your toilet could be due to worn seals or a faulty mechanism. Now, if you go back to the old types where you had the long arm with a ball valve and you used to just adjust that or replace the seals, nowadays there's a whole range of different types available, and you're able to actually make the settings on there a bit more suited to control how much water you have in your system. The best thing to do is actually take your cistern lid off and have a look inside your system to see exactly what type of mechanisms you actually have inside there. Then go down and see the guys at Builders, and they can show you exactly what you need or offer you another one which you can retrofit yourself. If you want to save water in your system, you can actually control the amount of water that you flush by installing this kit here. What's nice about it is it's got two flush options. It has a half flush as well as a full flush option. Pretty straightforward. You're going to use half the amount of water or double the amount of water. What's nice about these modern conversion units is they're really simple to adjust. You've got a little screw on the side here. You just adjust that, and that adjusts the height of the float, which controls how much water can be stored inside that cistern. Likewise, there's an adjustment on the inside here which can also control the amount of water that gets released. It's always a good idea to try and save as much water as possible. If you want to do a conversion to your existing toilet, go down and see the guys at Builders. They'll show you exactly what you need and how to do it. If there's a puddle of water or dripping water at the back of your toilet, or you notice a brown stain, then you've probably got a leaking seal at the back and you have to replace the wax seal. This is an unpleasant job, but it is quick and easy to do. Here's exactly what you're going to need. You're going to need a bucket, a cup, wax seal, some cleaner, paper towels, clean cloths, and rubber gloves. For ease of view, we're using a demonstration toilet, but for you at home, your toilet's already plumbed in, so you're going to be working from the front over towards the back. The most important thing to do is give it a good clean first of all. The next step is you want to remove all of this wax around the seal here, all the old wax, the brown wax. You need to gouge it all out as much as you possibly can, especially any of the damp wax, because that won't seal again. If you can't get all the wax out, it doesn't matter, because that can be reused to seal the toilet again. It's very important that the toilet is dry before you apply the new wax, and make sure you have a towel down here just to catch any water in any spillage. Once you've gouged that all out and you've got it as clean as possible, we're now going to apply the rest of our new wax. Take it out the packet. We're just going to give it a slice. And that's going to wrap around our whole pan, right at the back. And now you're going to mold that in, pushing it hard into the gaps, squeezing it in there, pack into all the little cavities on the side there. Just keep molding it in, squashing it in tight. You're going to work it right from the bottom all the way to the top. Since you're going to be doing this at home and it is a messy job, you might want to be wearing some rubber gloves. Now we've got it all molded in, we're just going to wipe off the excess with a rag. And then you can use some soap and water just to smooth it up and make sure you've got a neat finish. Just some soap and water on your hand and just mold it in. Once you've smoothed the wax off, all you need to do now is actually give it a test. Give it a couple of flushes, make sure there are no leaks. If there are, just pack that wax in at the bottom again and that should seal it. If the gap between your pan and your outlet pipe is too big, you can pack in some newspaper around there first and then pack in your wax. That'll stop the wax from going all the way through into the pipe. Remember, if you need any help, go down and see the guys at Builders. They'll be able to show you exactly what you need to fix your leaking toilet.